Imagination is your greatest gift. You might be sitting there wondering if I'm full of it. And I can tell you from my own lived experience thus far, I'm actually not. I also would have at one point been like you and perhaps argued with me and been like, nah, imagination is not everything. That can't be a thing. Society, this, that, the other tells us it's not. Listen, son, listen, friend, sit down a moment, grab your cup of your healthy beverage, and let's talk about imagination for a hot second. Number one, it's an amazing ride at Disney. If you haven't been on it or whatever part of Disney it is, it's somewhere in the Disney worlds. Anyway, it's an excellent, excellent little area of that if you ever get to experience that, by the way, on a side tangent about imagination. Now, for the imagination that I'm talking about, which is inside of your own skull, it is your greatest gift. Why? Because essentially, if you see it, like if you are able to visualize it, if you have seen a thing in your head at any point, it's a possibility for you, which means that essentially, and I don't think I'm making this up, I don't really know exactly. However, the sense I get from where I am right now is that the more we utilize our imagination, like, and act upon it in the sense, let's use me as an example. If I have an idea of a painting I want to create, when I create that, I am turning something which was once non-physical, non-visible. It was out there in the ether, in the unknown, non-formed. I am then taking it down into my vessel, into my brain, putting it through my arms, through my hand, into the paintbrush, into the paint, onto the paper, or whatever. And then it becomes a physical, tangible thing, a real thing in this world. Now, if you understand about manifestation or the law of attraction or how this universe works at all by now, then you understand the potency of what I just said. It literally means that if you can imagine it, you can have it. Like, you can create it. You can live it. Seriously and sincerely, if you can see it, then it is a potential timeline for you. It's something that, honestly, and even saying that, a little part of me is like, still like, girl, you are talking some big britches when you don't have a whole lot of experience to back that up yet. Part of me is like, you know what you're talking about. You have started to live this experience. This is not just something that you're saying. And it's really true. At first, when I heard about people kind of intentionally daydreaming, I was like, man, I don't know if that resonates. That feels a little bit too irresponsible. I don't know what it is, by the way, guys. My brain and this irresponsible thing. Good Lord, I'm not responsible for anybody except myself. And I'm telling me as much as maybe you, if you need to hear that. So your imagination, essentially, allows you to create in the physical, in the touchable world, something that was not previously touchable. Think about people who are, I don't know if there's a more technical name, but carvers, people who are sculptors or what, maybe that's the more umbrella term. People who carve things or sculpt things out of clay, or whether they're carving it out of wood, make things of that nature, or carve it out of ice, heck, whatever medium you're using, marble, you get the point. Those people too are taking something which was once simply an image in their mind, part of their image, picture, imagination, and they brought it to life. Like, I just can't impress upon you enough how potent that really is. If you really let that concept alone marinate, and then you really onboard that idea and you allow yourself, like I've talked about in all the previous videos lately, allow yourself into flow, into embracing more fun, into creation while you're in those flow states, in those happy, joyful times of bliss, which I once was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to experience that. Thankfully, here I am, and I'm starting to experience it more and more and more, day by day by day. It's amazing. With this video, perhaps I'm also inviting you, I am definitely inviting you, to allow yourself to imagine more, to allow yourself to be childlike, and to imagine good things for yourself, great things for yourself, nay, whatever it is that you can dream of. Imagine that for yourself, because it's achievable. You can fight that or you can accept it, because, you know, at first I was a fighter type there, and more recently I've become accepting, and it is such a freaking gift. Maybe it's just something that you have to experience for yourselves with something specific to you. Still, the experience that I feel when I am in a flow state and I am happily creating something, and again, the potency of that thing is and to the nth degree of anything I could have created if I wasn't allowing myself to be, allowing my authenticity, creating from a flow state. Like if I was like, meh, I have to go to work, I've got to play my thing, I've got to do, if you take, frankly, the have to approach to your life, you're not going to have as much fun. Whereas if you've paid attention to my recent videos, I think you'll have heard me encourage you to reword your wording. When you find yourself saying, I have to instead say, I get to, or I'm blessed to, it really does change the actual energetic dynamic of the things that you're doing, which was one of the most mind-blowing, fascinating things for me. I'm inviting you to exercise your imagination, to have fun with it, have fun with the fact that we can take what's up here and we can make something. You know, there is some quote about like we as human beings are the link between like God or the universe and earth, kind of in a way, like we are the link that makes things tangible. And I didn't always understand that. And now I think that is one of the coolest things, that what an honor for us to be able to create these incredible things on earth in physical reality. Like we are the tool in a way. I know I certainly am a tool. So before this becomes a waffle, I hope that has impacted you, and genuinely, I hope that you onboard allowing yourself to dream, to imagine a great future for yourself, because it is not only possible, it's likely. And the more that you positively brainwash yourself to believe in yourself, and you stick to your own words and keep following through with little actions and all of that to yourself, above all, your life's just going to get magical and amazing. And it's not something I say lightly, because I used to hear those types of phrases and really, truly and sincerely, I used to cringe and be like, oh, don't preach to me, I'm the choir. And here I am preaching it myself. So take that lesson from my book, if you will, that page out of that chip off my shoulder. I don't even know. I'm throwing out the most insane references that don't make any sense right now. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, or if it was indeed helpful to you, please do share it with anyone that you know that it might help. Subscribe if you aren't. It really, 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 like, sincerely helps out a small content creator like me to get the message out there to more folks so that they can laugh and enjoy and have a better day. And finally, if you would like support, or you want to reach out to me for coaching or anything like that, you can always do so here at this email address. And I wish you a blessed and beautiful rest of your day or night whenever you are seeing this. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, namaste, and much love. Bye. And finally, I know I certainly am a tool. Don't preach to me, I'm the choir. Meh, I have to go to work, I've got to play my thing, I've got to do, reword your wording. Anyway, girl, you are talking some big britches when you don't have a whole lot of experience to back that up yet. Take that lesson from my book, if you will, that page out of that chip off my shoulder. I don't even know. I'm throwing out the most insane references that don't make any sense right now. Grab your cup of your health. I can't even say my own stuff today. I am definitely inviting you. We can take what's up here and we can make something. A real faith and trust that everything, and I do mean every single thing, is happening for not just my greater good, also the greater good of everyone and everything everywhere, all of the time. And so it is. Wow.